Oh my gosh, this is so sad. My family calls it my superpower. It's my ability to see value in things that I can buy and flip for a profit. I'm the Crazy Land Lady, and welcome to my channel. Well, today we have returned to the most massive Goodwill in all the land. Dagny is unfortunately not with us today. She may meet up with us later, but that will be a different video. But we're going to head in here and see what we can find that we can buy and flip for a profit. So here we go. Well, it is incredibly busy here today, much more than it was the last time we were here. This is an interesting piece. I guess this is one of those yard flower art. This looks like it's going to be glass, but it's plastic. Oh gosh, I knew it was either going to be plastic or pottery. It is in fact plastic. What do we have here? Gift Co. Taiwan. He's definitely vintage. He's like a little chef, but he's either a vase or a planter. For $1.99, I think we'll stick him in our cart. Alright, so I was checking out this turtle. I suspect that he probably had a shell at one point, and when he lost his shell, somebody turned him into a candle holder. But this back here, I like the style of that. This is painted German word. Is an original design. So I think that's like cut out. And it's only $1.99. I think we'll grab that as well. Can't really make out what that says on the bottom. I think it's a shortbread mold for $3.99. It's a little bit larger than the ones that I'm used to, and it has a Christmas theme to it. It's got deer and a snowflake design. So a lot of people are baking for the holidays, and I think that might be a good pickup. Oh my gosh, this is so sad. This is the second time at this Goodwill that I've been so saddened by something that has been ruined. This was an amazing lacquer box, but as you can see, they used tape on it, and unfortunately it just took the paint right off of it. There's two vintage, well, I don't know if they're made to look vintage, two pie birds here in their box. Got this guy up here for $2.99. He's a hobbyist piece, but he's really nicely painted. Look at this little butt. That's kind of funny. I see there is a little jack-o'-lantern there, which is kind of weird because it's in the opposite direction. So I don't know if you would put a candle in here or if it was electrified at one point in time. But it's weird to me that jack-o'-lantern is on the back. It's $2.99. I think it might be a good piece to hold on to till next year. And we're already building our Halloween box for next year, so he can ride there in my cart. Little panda bear there. He is made of resin. A nice little powder box. Powder jar, I should say. Unfortunately, there is a giant crack on there. And these don't have a super high resale value, so that doesn't even have a price on it. So I'm not sure how much that's worth. This down here is made to look like an old Atterbury design with a chick hatching out of eggs. And after Atterbury used the mold, it actually went over to Westmoreland. So there are Westmoreland pieces as well. Got a Pottery clock here. I kind of like the design of it. What is it marked? We will find out. It's marked Rosenbloom. I almost wonder if it was a lid for something, or if it was originally intended for a clock. It kind of reminded me of either Mackenzie Childs or that Darmiscata. I can't remember how to pronounce it. But Rosenbloom for, oh, it is $6.99. It's $6.99. Maybe somebody looked it up. I should look it up. Rosenbloom. Maybe put it this way so we don't damage those hands any more than they already have been. Alright, so I could not find any sold, and it looks like the ones listed are listed for $15. They're not clocks, but it's this relatively same pattern, so I think the clock is doomed to find its way back on the shelf once we get back to that color. This is a nice antique plate here. Unfortunately, you can see the edges are all damaged. It is marked on the back, Limoges. Those look like vintage glasses right there. Let's see what their marks on the inside. I don't see any markings on them. I kind of like them. Wonder how they would look. We should try them on. Well, the prescription is throwing me off a little. I can't really see myself. And I've got a giant sticker over my eyeball. But I kind of like them. Maybe I'll buy them and then get new lenses put in them. This is a sweet little angel with both of her wings. She is made in Taiwan. Has a little candle there that hasn't been lit yet. This guy looks like he wants to be a Hummel, but he's not. This thing is super cute. It's $4.99. I could maybe grab this for my nephew, but is it broken? That's the question. It's a little wobbly. I don't know if it's broken. No, I think that's in good shape. Even my kids loved the Hungry Caterpillar. I think this goes here. So I think I'll grab that. Maybe. It can't be broken, right? All right, we're gonna grab it. It's only $4.99. All right, well, I saved the Christmas section for last. I kind of went down the other aisles. I'm gonna repeat them, but we are now on to the Christmas stuff. And there is a lot of it, if you remember. Lots of bags with ornaments on them. Totally worth looking through. Dagny scored really well on a bag of ornaments with German ornaments in them. I don't think I would be that lucky, but one can hope. This little penguin appears to be vintage. He's got a cork in there, $1.99. I think he's a shaker of some sort, maybe a stovetop shaker. Maybe he's for powdered sugar. All of those holes are pretty large. Unfortunately, he does have a chip there on his beak, so I'm gonna leave him behind. Oh, look at this guy. He has an interesting face. Made in China. It's so detailed, though. I don't know. That's weird. What's this guy? He has no markings on him. I don't know. Everybody's always telling me to pick these up, but I just don't know nutcrackers well enough. I know that the German ones can be worth good money, but I can't tell them apart. So we'll leave those guys there. Got a glass snowman here. I guess maybe he lights up. Unfortunately, you can see there is damage on him as well. Struggling to find anything that isn't damaged. Last time we were here, we got some melamine plates. I think they were bears. This one is a rabbit. It is $1.99. These ones have a lot more wear than those ones, though. I did notice this doll down here looks to be vintage. But unfortunately, I don't think she's anything special. What is this down here, though? Let's check that out. It's kind of hidden under everything. Oh, is that a pig? All right, I'm going in. Let's see. I think it's a fused glass. All right, I'll get back to you when I get it out. This is really cute. I almost wonder if it was made by a child. Lily. I'm pretty sure that says Pog? Maybe? Not pig. Is that Kirby? I used to play that game when I was a kid. That's kind of interesting. By Lily. I don't know if that would be worth looking up, but I'll give it a shot. Well, when I look up fused glass, Lily, I get lots of lilies, so I don't think that's going to help us very much. I do suspect that this was made by a child somehow, or a very creative adult. So I'm going to set this back. What do we have here? Ooh, isn't that pretty? I'm surprised that's not broken, honestly. This is really impressive. It's made out of lace that I think is maybe starched and frozen into place. I feel like that is probably a vintage piece. And I think it would look great filled with vintage ornaments. I don't see a price on it, but I think I'm going to stick that in my cart. I just found this guy on the shelf, and he is Dreamsicle's Northern Lights. I've actually seen these sell pretty well, so I think I'm going to grab this. I don't always pick up the Dreamsicle stuff because the average selling price is a little low, but because it's Christmas time and I've seen this guy do decent, we will put him in there. Well, I spotted this guy on the shelf. He's still in his styrofoam packaging. He's got his little crystal ball there. The bottom says Guardian of the Crystal, and so I did look it up. And I'm seeing here it is made by the Danbury Mint. This is the ad. The ad sold for $11.24, but the figurine itself looks like it sells for about 50 bucks. And granted, that's just one bid, and it was an auction style. But I think I'm going to grab this. This fantasy stuff can do well, and look at how cute those little critters are. There's no damage that I can see. I would have expected his hand to be broken off or something, but a little outside of my comfort zone picking up Danbury Mint, but it looks positive, and it's only $4.99. What do we have here? Japan? Yep, Mikasa, Japan. From far away, it looked kind of cartoonish and fun, and I thought, you know what, maybe that's Italian, but it's not. They just stuck this on the shelf. It is marked on the bottom, Larisha Marzon, and $6.99. I'm not seeing any damage on it. Oh my gosh. This is exciting. I think it's a planter of some sort, but I definitely like the fact that it's not damaged in any sort of way. And so for $6.99, that's something we can ship. It's not super heavy. We'll stick it in our cart. That's nice and colorful. I like that. What is that? It says it is a product of Japan. I'm surprised that all the paint is intact and the texture. A lot of the times I find pieces like this and they're starting to chip. But this is great and colorful. I like it. Okay, well, I'm getting kind of tired of walking in circles. I've been doing this for far too long. I think I'm going to search this aisle one last time, and then I'm probably going to get out of here and go hit up another Goodwill. Great. Well, our total spend was, I believe, right around $47. I think we got some good stuff today. Our wizard, presumably, will pay for the entire shopping trip. I'm really excited about that. Hungry Caterpillar. I'm going to futz around with it when I get home to see if I could tighten it so it's not as back and forth wobbly. I'm going to head on down the road to Ephrata Goodwill, and I'll see you there. We've arrived at Ephrata Goodwill. It's not a very large Goodwill, and I could barely find a parking spot, so I'm not sure what to expect when we get in there, but we're going to give it our best shot, so here we go. All right, well, here we go. This looks like the bottom of a hen-covered dish that somebody put some nail polish on. This guy looks like he could be a smoker. Oh no, he's an otagiri. Otagiri music box dancer. Oh, that's fancy. How does it work? Do not overwind. Okay, I will not. Oh, maybe we pull that out. Hang on. Stand by. One-handed. As soon as I turned the camera on, he stopped making music. Alright, you know what? We'll grab him. He's pretty neat. I don't think I've ever seen an otagiri music box before. Looks like Mexico. But it's likely a souvenir piece. Kind of like the glaze on that, but it's a very lightweight ceramic. We've got a cane down here. This is interesting. It's kind of like a naughty wood cane. A naughty wood cane. I'm not sure what that's made out of. Looks like it's $2.99. Maybe we'll grab that. The other one has some metal inlay on it. It's only $2.99. These would be considered booth items, I think. 10 to 15 bucks in the booth. An Italian pottery watering can. I was gonna say, I think it's just decorative, but I guess it could be functional because it has a little hole there. It's $3.99. We'll grab that. The sweet shop. We've got a little Westmoreland owl here. It matches the one that I saw yesterday at the Goodwill. And the owl yesterday was missing its little ear. I guess you could call it an ear. And so is this one. So they were both blue. Well, that's pretty vintage and cool. RCA recorder. It actually looks to be in good condition. I have no idea how to even test it to see if it works, but it looks neat. So here we are in the Christmas section. This is a interesting piece. Oh, I guess you put a candle or a light in there, and it lights up. It's $1.99. Vintage gingerbread house. It's got a little bottle brush tree there. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. How much is it? $1.99. Vintage Christmas is a good seller. I did put the RCA recorder in here. Peter does a lot with cameras and stuff like that, so I sent him a picture to see what he says about that, and then we'll make a decision on it. This looks like Santa's workshop. That's also vintage. And that one actually has a light on it. Wow, there's some vintage Christmas here. Usually it's picked over pretty good. I don't typically look through the toys, but I just found these two. And I thought, you know what, those are darling, and they're handmade. $1.99 each. Yeah, we'll take those. What is this? Pottery barn ornament in the box. Originally $16. Pottery barn, I believe, does pretty well usually, so I'll pay $1.99. That's a fun scene. Oh my gosh, I love that. It's like crewel embroidery. How much do they want for that? $1.99. That might be a booth piece if I can get it in my cart. The piece I noticed was this. I'm not so sure about this one. The frame looks vintage, but it's made in China, Flemish collection. There's a little angel creeping. Alright, I'm just gonna stick that back up there. They've got some really nice china up here. I just checked out, but I love the gold on that. Lots of boxes of it. Must have been somebody's fine dinnerware. That one's empty. So is that one. Alright, well, let's head to the car. Well, our total spend here was $24. Like I said, this is a smaller Goodwill, but I have had good luck here in the past. So I don't discount it. But we're going to head out now. I think I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to meet Dagny at the big Goodwill, and not the massive Goodwill, but the big Goodwill. We're going to go see what we can find there, but you guys are going to have to wait for that video. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow. So long. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. In case you spotted something you just can't live without, we do post 25 to 30 new items in our eBay shop every single day, and I've posted a link to that down in the description.